Well, as you can see, I'm doing some work on the GR650. I had a very, very badly rusted tank. It is clean now, clean and sealed. I used the POR 15 products. Did a bit of research and found that they were fairly successful. Asked a few people that have done quite a few, and they liked that product. So it's basically just pretty simple but time consuming. You know, it took about 6 hours. Basically what you do, it comes with a cleaner degreaser, which is an alkali based product, and you mix that with 1-to-1 with hot water, and then you put that in the tank after sealing your openings. They say with duct tape just slips right off. This stuff is so slippery, I don't know, it just gets into the adhesive on the duct tape and comes right off again. But I found tuck tape. You know, you use for drywall vapor barriers. Worked a lot better. So it's a matter of putting that in there and then shaking it, rolling it around and so forth for about 40 minutes to an hour. And then rinsing it out with hot water, and then putting the acid in, which is a phosphoric acid solution. It's not pure phosphoric acid. And what that'll do is it takes out a lot of the rust, but not all of it, and etches whatever bare metal is there and impregnates the metal with a phosphate coating to provide adhesion for the sealer and protection against rust for the metal. And once you're done that, then you got to rinse it out, hot water, several times, and then force dry it. And what I just used the shop vac reversed, so it's a blower, and alternated that with a hair dryer. And the hair dryer could be just sealed right over the opening, just held right there. It fit perfectly. And then the air just blew out the bottom openings, and the tank really heated up, and then alternated that with the shop vac. So you got to force dry it as fast as possible, but absolutely thoroughly. And then that way you prevent rust, flash rust. And then you put the sealer in, slowly roll it around, cover all the surfaces, and then drain the sealer. It's a bit of a bitch draining the sealer because most of the openings, like the spout here and the float opening there, they have a bit of a lip on the inside, and it's hard to get it to drain, so the petcock opening is pretty well your only choice. And takes a while. Takes about an hour of fiddling around, you know, to drain it all out, because you don't want any pooled. And it's a moisture cured product, so you want to do it on the right humidity day. Yesterday was 40%, which was ideal for that. You don't want it too humid because it can skin over prematurely and not through cure. So that worked out. With the acid, you leave the acid in. It's called metal prep, the POR 15 product. You leave that in I left it in for about an hour and rolled it, shook it, you know, that type of thing. When that was done, I would say 60 to 70% of the actual rust was gone. The tank was completely rusted inside. So, you know, the upper areas, I would say that they were about 75% free of rust. The lower areas where the rust was probably heavier, it was kind of spotted with rust and bare metal, sort of 50-50 maybe, something like that. Maybe a little more rust than metal left. But according to POR 15, that's an ideal situation because the product bonds really well to solid rust. This, by the way, is the petcock as it came out. Looks pretty good. It's in decent shape. It's vacuum operated. It does work. So this is the sensor and the float. As you can see, quite corroded, but we'll refurbish it maybe. Put this back over here to cure. It's got to cure for like 4 days minimum, 5 days preferred. I'll do it for 6. This green is just to keep insects from setting up residence. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do some visualization on how I might modify this, the lines, the styling. Yeah, I think I've kind of got some ideas in mind which are not your typical cafe racer type thing, you know, with the straight line in the tank and the seat and minimal comfort on the seat, that type of thing. I think I'll, because the tank is shaped the way it is, you know, more of a traditional British style tank, I'll keep that line and then move that up, curve it into the seat, you know, and then back down again, perhaps sort of duplicating the way the tank falls back down on the rear side. Do that with a cowling, similar to a cafe racer style seat, but a little more plush and a little more curvy. Yeah, I mean, Bonnie, she's got to have curves, right? Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. Just a bunch of stuff to do. So, you folks take care, ride safe, and have fun.